So very quickly, Sam, we're running out of time. We need to move this on because otherwise we're going to run into lunch. And we know whose fault it is. Somebody was burbling about small cells earlier, and that was written. So you can blame that person. So Sam is not actually going to show us a hacked Ubuntu phone. Sam is going to show us, well, a bit of Nexmo hackery. Now, Sam said he was pressured to do a demo, and he said, you know what, I've got so much going on, I can't do it. I'm just timing out. But then 5 minutes before we started, Sam came running up and said, well, I've done all my other stuff. I can now do a quick, dangerous demo for you. So by the power of Nexmo and the brain of Sam, here we go. So over to you, Sam.
I'm just going to get the resolution a bit better.
Perfectionist as always. Not only are you doing a demo, you just make the resolution right as well.
Okay, so yeah, as James said, this is something actually I've been working on as part of another project. That's really too high, isn't it? Now, let's go there. So this is some stuff we announced last week. Last week, wasn't it? The Watson. 10 days ago, yes. So we demoed a thing at not World of Watson, the Watson Developer Conference with IBM. They've got a whole self-AI bot platform, and we have built a connector to that, which is quite cool, the bot integration. What I'm going to show you here really is the technology that's actually enabling this connector. So we have a voice API, much like many of the other voice APIs, that allows you to build kind of the obvious modules, talk, to say things and play audio and collect input and connect to endpoints. Those endpoints typically are phone numbers, SIP endpoints, that kind of thing. What we've actually also built now is a WebSocket as an endpoint. So this is sending the audio of a call over binary WebSocket messages to a server. Now, the kind of cool thing with this, forget so much about the browser stuff, but we're now bridging between the telephony world of SIP and phone calls and sessions and ringing and answer. But all of these kind of bot AI platforms, they don't really understand the idea of a call and SIP. What they're used to exposing is WebSockets. They take a straight, open a TCP connection and start streaming audio to them and back into and from them. So that's the language that Microsoft Cognitive Services speaks, that Watson speaks, that Amazon Alexa speaks, that all these internet technology platforms. So what we've really got here is we're bridging the two worlds. So the little demo I have on my phone is I'm going to make a call into our voice platform, and then I'm going to connect that WebSocket to a little relay server I've built, which is really just taking the WebSockets in, and I'm going to connect from a browser to the same WebSocket server. So I'm going to push the audio down to the browser, which we all know we can do with WebRTC, but attentive one, you'll notice this is running in Safari. So this is not WebRTC, because Safari doesn't do WebRTC. This is WebSockets and web audio, so two very standard web technologies. If I connect that, and then make the call. Please don't anyone else dial the number, because it's not really set up for multiple calls yet. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Connecting to the audio. So that's our voice API, and now we're bridged to the WebSocket, and that's coming down. Mute that one. Okay, the echo. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
So there's maybe a second of audio of latency on this. This is kind of going through a bit of a hack server at the moment. But the interesting thing with this is now just a one-way audio stream. So we're not doing conversation. I'll put that down. We're not so much doing this for a real-time conversation thing, but imagine the kind of things of all-hands calls and stuff where you have like 5 people talking and 200 people listening. We're broadcasting the audio into the browser. And I'm just pushing that through the web audio visualizer, which is analyzing it. The quite cool thing, the actual code for this entire page, including a little bit of CSS. So it's a single-page demo. We've got some CSS up here, a bit of HTML for the layout, and a little chunk of JavaScript. The whole thing is 86 lines with no libraries, no plugins, nothing, just using native WebSockets, native web audio.
Wow, well, that is powerful. That is amazing.
So really, it's the technology that's the potential for this. The demo is pretty crude.
I think you're going to have a number of people from the audience coming and finding you afterwards, because that is so useful. There's 1,000,001 things you can do with that.
Cool.
Brill. Thank you.